But I just want to remind everybody watching at home that if now you have the chance to flip the channels, you know, maybe you didn't like this, or maybe you like this, maybe there's commercial you want to flip it, it's still because of Nikola Tesla, right?
Yes, of course. Because
remote control, right?
Remote controls, he's the one who invented that more than 114 years ago. And the funny story is about that, he actually created a boat because he couldn't, well, the story goes like that about this Warden Tower global radio station.
Yeah.
They couldn't believe that is possible, and he created a remote control boat, actually, that he wirelessly can control some other devices, and these are radio signals. So he put some boat in a Central Park in New York, in front of a group of scientists and journalists, and they couldn't believe what's going on. They even said, Tesla, you're mad, you're doing it with your mind, but it's absurd, of course. Because remote controller, nowadays, of course, the first one looked like huge box. Now they're smaller, and we have for TVs, radio, air conditions, toys for children, so we're using them everywhere, and we don't know that Nikola Tesla invented that, and that's the poor thing.
Lì praticamente la storia che Tesla aveva ricevuto, si dice che abbia ricevuto questo segnale che lui attribuiva allo spazio, ma in realtà era la lettera S che Galileo Ferrari si è mandato nello spazio. E lui ha ricevuto proprio questa lettera S, tipo in alfabeto Morse, credo. This is like a shopping center.
This was really like
old shopping.
old shopping center, and I think during the 90s was really popular because it was the only one. It was like, but then it got a little bit ruined and not
Because of the war?
No, it's only like there are like big shopping malls now.
Oh,
so
yeah,
invest in it.
So it became old-fashioned.
And this is the place where they, on that side, the young fashion designers, and they gave them the space to make like a new Chumic design.
All right. Chumic.
Yes. And if you write it down in alphabet letter,
it was, instead of CH, it would be C.
It would be like C with something on.
Yeah, all right, okay, I got it. Ma forse perché stiamo vivendo in una...
Another dimension, another dimension, another dimension, another dimension.
So you came out with all the mottos,
yes, of
say.
course. Yes.
Which is your favorite?
My favorite, and what is actually the slogan of the store and the brand, is complicate simply. And that's the creative motto that I use in all of my work. Actually, I work as a graphic designer, as an advertising creative director, and I work a lot of stuff during my, it's almost 30 years now that I have this career of a creative guy. And this is just an, commercial output, but I keep it as cheap as possible so people can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole concept is the humor is the basis, sarcasm, cynicism, but the humor as the most healthy, democratic way to persuade people to think different. And that's the idea, is to start thinking different, because the moral issues and everything else in the worldwide is now in a big identity crisis. So I offer humor as a solution.
So that's why you get people like Britney Houston, for example.
Exactly, of course. They all share the same, things.
Then you have two Serbian mottos. One is Mnogo lepo.
Mnogo lepo. It means very nice. But in one word.
Yes.
It's too nice. It's very nice, too nice. And also we have this prejako, which means too strong.
So one for the girls, one for the guys. Or maybe the other way around,
They mix it later on. Now I'm a lucky guy. I have my own family, a wife and a daughter, and that's the most inspiring thing. Really, for the last few years since it's been like that, and my wife is a very happy person, personally. I'm not, so that's why I have to...
She keeps you happy,
Exactly, and all this coloring of the T-shirts comes from her, exactly. I would have everything in black, but with humor. And, inspiration comes from, this kind of mixture of different characters in my life. And the close people, and also some kind of people from the distance, looking at the problems that we have, not only locally but also globally, and that's the main thing. Globally, things are not in good order. So now is the time for years now has been a time of creativity, and I really think that this will be the future. Yes, this was the epicenter of the consumerist culture that was born during the 90s in Belgrade.
So basically right after the war? Or...
No, during the war.
During the
war. It was,
war.
at the end of the 80s and beginning of 90s when Yugoslavia started to dissolve.
Yeah.
So this was because lots of people couldn't travel.
Yeah.
Also because passports, because blockades and stuff. So this was the epicenter of so-called Western life. But, here in Serbia, in Belgrade, actually, we are very used to being pioneers,
Yes.
We are pioneers all of our lives.
Okay.
Even 3 times over, we are pioneers.
Like Tesla.
Exactly. So, but that's the role we are used to, and we play it very well.
10 minuti e poi basta, è l'ultima, raga.
Va bene,
Mi chiedo un sacrificio per l'azienda, lo so che il richiamo dello spaghetto è forte.
Sei in Comara Style?
Era lì sta sedia appoggiata all'albero.
Vestaglione di fiori.
La pro di oggi è parte. Perché a Belgrado non c'è la racchia, quella che conosciamo noi, c'è un altro tipo di racchia. Quella racchia lì non c'è.
Non ti do l'autorizzazione a mandarmi in onda proprio
Per la pancia.
la pancia è quella di Glasgow perché faccio perché sembra un roboso che mi gratta.
Ma stati zitto, non capisci un cazzo.
Adesso vi faccio un'altra racchia qua.
I know. I've been in Japan because I'm working for some company which they have so much liquors and all beverage, and we've been. It's the fair, La Fiera, the second of the biggest in the world. The first one is in Cologne in Germany. Yes. It's called Anuga. I'll be there in October. So we're leaving Čumić now. We live in Čumić. Čumić is a very famous district. It's very famous fashion center, trade center before 20-25 years, and it's a famous label of all private sellers in Belgrade. Yeah. And now you're like repopulating. New people, new fresh energy, new designers of Belgrade, new and old. Yes. They mixed and made Čumić with H. It's not Čumić because our language is very hard to pronounce for people who are not speaking. And now it's Čumić, Čumić district. Okay. And that's the new area of Belgrade. Watch the steps, watch the steps. Watch the steps. Watch the steps, yeah. È un po' la svolta Batman di Shuffolato questo. Comincia a dare un po'... Diciamo che la catacomba di Praga ha settato proprio...
Infatti come la catacomba, là dietro c'è uno che dorme sulla sedia.
No, thank you.
Ah, si è svegliato.
Allora. But this is what you do mainly. You're a fashion designer, like a stylist. I'm stylist, yeah. It's not good to say that I'm famous or I'm not famous. But you are, we know you are. People say that or not. I do in Belgrade, and I travel all around the world. I say to your colleague, we speak before when you turn up the radio, when you turn up the camera, turn it on. I've been in Japan last year, and I came in Belgrade, in Tokyo. I came from Tokyo to Belgrade 5 days before tsunami. Oh, hello. And I be on a big fair of food and beverage because fashion is totally mixed with two very big industries. There's the cars, and that is food and beverage.
Really?
Because, yeah, all the designers, the famous designers from fashion world, Karl Lagerfeld, Gaultier, everybody, working for a very famous label.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly. Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Dear God, it's beautiful.
For example, Philip, like you can sense, you know, that I have a terrible sense of fashion, you know? Like...
No, because you're Italian, you are born with that.
With the terrible, with the good sense of fashion.
With top sense. You are artisti italiani.
But what can I do to improve my, you know, style?
You are coming in our country, in our town, to have a nice time and to have a good material.
So...
And it doesn't matter.
Budapest.
Budapest.
Hogy vagy?
Really?
Tudom magyarul, nem tudom. My mother is Austro-Hungarian.
Do you think you need to spend a lot of money in order to be stylish?
This is what I have. If you want to, I realize myself, because I think for your people that'd be interesting to know.
Yeah.
This is Zara. This is Diesel, old, I think, 10 years.
Okay.
This is Flea Market. This is Flea Market.
And the glasses?
And the glasses is not Flea Market. This is limited edition. My glasses, I'm famous here and all around the world with, of glasses and bags.
All right.
That is my fetish. My favorite label of famous one, it's Hermès from Paris.
All right.
Also Louis Vuitton, but only limited edition.
All right.
Inspiration of Marc Jacobs. And some other labels I love from your country. Limited edition of Dolce & Gabbana.
Okay.
But famous, and most expensive is Bottega Veneta.
Bottega
Veneta and Fendi.
Fendi is the best.
Fashion, turn to the left. Fashion, fashion. We are the Goose Squad and we're coming to town. Beep, beep. Listen to me, talk to me, don't talk to me. Dance with me, don't dance with me, no. Beep, beep.
Fendi is
top. Top, you say, right?
It's the top of the top.
Top of the top.
I adore Fendi show, Fendi,
Nice.
Fendi stuff, Fendi.
Limited edition.
It's fantastic. Fendi.
Okay.
Buono.
Pesca traino.
Come tira? Siluro,
Corretino, sotto,